Spinach and cheese ravioli smothered with sweet peppers and a butter sauce. You're going to love this recipe. It is one of my favorites and it brings back good memories. I recently dined at Basso 56, an Italian restaurant on West 56th Street in New York with some family and friends. I ordered the spinach ravioli covered in light butter sauce, topped with a deep fried spinach leaf, and it was fantastic. Basso 56, you've inspired me to create my own recipe. It's a little different, but it's still delicious. I created spinach and cheese ravioli with sweet peppers and garlic butter, and I think you're going to love it. This is the filling for the ravioli. Two small packages of frozen spinach, thawed and drained, 1 cup of feta cheese, 1/2 cup Parmesan cheese, 1 cup Swiss cheese shredded, 1/2 medium red pepper chopped, 1/2 medium green pepper chopped, 1 small onion chopped, 3 garlic cloves minced, fresh sage or deep fried spinach, 1/2 teaspoon Greek seasoning, 1/8 teaspoon Spice Brothers seasoning, 1 package of Knorr's dry soup mix, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter. Thaw your spinach and wring thoroughly of the water and set aside. Start sauteing your peppers and your onions and your green pep and your garlic, and add your seasonings and saute until tender. Add your spinach, saute until it is tender and well mixed, and then add your Swiss cheese, Parmesan cheese, and your feta cheese. Saute about 5 minutes. Turn the burner off after you added your cheese and set it aside. Now we're ready to make our ravioli. This makes about 2 pounds. You'll need 4 cups of all-purpose flour plus a little for extra dusting, 5 large eggs beaten, water optional. Mix in mixing bowl or pulse the flour a few times to aerate it in a food processor. Add the eggs and process until the dough forms a rough ball, about 30 seconds. If the dough resembles small pebbles, add water, 1/2 teaspoon at a time. If it's sticky, add flour, about 1 tablespoon at a time. Process until the dough forms a rough ball. Turn out the dough ball and any small bits onto a clean counter. Knead it about 2 minutes until it's nice and smooth. Cover with plastic wrap. Let rest for 15 minutes or up to 2 hours before rolling. Cut the dough in long strips, flatten into discs, covering the remaining dough with plastic wrap. Run 1 slice of dough through the rollers of the pasta maker, set to the widest setting, which is number 7. If you do not have a pasta machine, roll the dough with a rolling pin 4 inches wide and about 14 to 16 inches long. Bring the ends of the dough toward the middle and press down to seal. Feed the open side of the dough through the rollers. Repeat steps 2 and 3. Roll out with rolling pin if pasta machine isn't available. Without folding it again, run the pasta dough through the widest setting twice or until the dough is nice and smooth. If the dough is at all sticky, dust with flour very lightly. You don't want too much flour on it. Roll the dough thinner by putting it through the machine, repeatedly narrowing the setting each time. Roll the dough until it's thin and satiny. You should be able to see the outline of your hand through the sheet of pasta. Lay the sheet of dough on a clean kitchen towel and cover it with a damp cloth to keep it from drying out. Repeat with the remaining dough 1 piece at a time. This is a recipe you're going to love, and I hope you will make it. Working with 1 sheet of pasta at a time, place generous 1 teaspoon dollops of the spinach and cheese filling. 1 inch from the bottom of the pasta sheet, leave 1 1/4 inches between each dollop of filling. Leave 1 1/4 inches at the end of the pasta sheet also, because you'll need space to press the dough together to seal. Fold the pasta over the filling, lining up the edges of the pasta sheet. Press the layers of dough together securely around each dollop of filling to seal. Use a fluted pastry wheel to cut the ravioli apart and trim the edges. And if you don't have one, just use a knife. And then set them on a liberally floured sheet pan or baking pan. Repeat with the remaining pasta sheets and filling. Bring 4 quarts of water to a boil in a large pot. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and half of the ravioli. You don't want to crowd them. Stirring often until the ravioli are tender but still slightly chewy, al dente, about 10 to 15 minutes. Test often to get it right. Consistency of the doneness. Using a slotted spoon, transfer the cooked ravioli to a large bowl and cover with plastic wrap. Repeat with the remaining ravioli. The filled ravioli can be refrigerated for up to 4 hours before using. If you choose, you can freeze the ravioli and cook frozen. If you cook it frozen, cook it a little longer. The ravioli can be frozen on a cookie sheet and then put into a plastic freezer bag. Let's make the sweet peppers and the onions to serve over the top of the ravioli. You want to, you're gonna need to saute the green peppers and the onions and the garlic, and 6 tablespoons of olive oil and 6 tablespoons of butter. 12 garlic cloves, which will be about 4 tablespoons. 1 package of Knorr's dry vegetable soup mix. 1 sprig of fresh sage. Serve on top of the pasta. You can grate Parmesan if you'd like to serve on top. Add the oil, the butter, garlic, and seasoning in a 10-inch nonstick skillet over medium heat. Add the peppers and the onions and saute. Add 1 cup of the pasta cooking water from the ravioli if you desire to thin down your sauce. I like to serve it just as it is. Stir the peppers and the onions and the garlic into the ravioli and toss to coat. Serve with the fresh sage, and you're good to go. It is fantastic. I hope you try it. It is so delicious. Enjoy. My website is handsandhome.com. It will be ready soon. I hope you might go to that site. I have lots of good recipes and lots of good crafts I think you'll enjoy. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much.